Maybe she felt the way you did the first time you saw her. You remember that? Love makes you do crazy things. Saying things. Makes it feel like you should have thought you'd say yourself too.
That was so cool. Okay, the beginning of that was just awesome. Hello, everyone. I am Oracle Unicorn, and welcome to Shaman Messages. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Put some things in your back pocket. You never know, you might need it for later. Don't forget to check your zodiacs on my Facebook. I still have like 3 zodiacs. I gotta get back up. I was supposed to do over the weekend, but yeah, I had a little tower moment myself I had to get through. So that did not happen. I was like, okay. Okay, so hello, this is my general reading for my masculines. Masculines, good morning. I hope you're doing okay. It doesn't sound like things are going very smoothly. So I was like, well, I feel like masculines really need a reading. And so I actually decided to come on here and do a collective reading for you masculines instead of doing my zodiacs first. I don't know. I just felt it was very important. Y'all's energy is like heavy as crap. I tell you what, masculines. Okay. This is probably why. Y'all are probably going, most of you, I would say, most of you are going through a serious, profound change, okay? This is possibly relating to love, too. You have the maiden, first love, wonder, and then the beginning of this song, like, I have not heard this song, and it's Chill Step. I love Chill Step because it's got, like, random, like, musics put together, and then sometimes instead of it being, like, a meditative like music with music, it has words randomly sometimes, and this one, it kind of caught me off guard because it was like this feminine like saying, what if like the first time y'all met, the first time like y'all locked eyes, it was like, what if she felt exactly what the masculine felt the first time? And that's what it was being said, and I was just sitting there like, okay. So, and then the first love came out, and this is 22. So 22 is like a union mirrored energy, like two like in whole with themselves and coming together. And it comes together as 4. So it's like union energy. That's like coming together and really I feel expression. Look, the art of love. The art of love, there's taking action in a decision relating to internal dialogue. And for some of you, you're definitely going to be taking action towards your feminine. Yeah, moving forward. And honestly, these energies have been even coming up for me, like playing with my deck. I literally started laughing, but I was like, okay, I've seen this happen before. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Maybe it's just a message or whatnot. Maybe something else. I don't even know, because like these energies, I've seen this happen before, and then maybe it came from some other direction. But you do also have the reveal card, and that has come up before. But it wasn't coming up as pronounced for me, and it was just coming up in the reading. So that could be for those specific ones. And then for the other half, or for the next set that are going through their reveals, because the reveal card stopped coming out, it was really weird. So I'm really wondering if masculines ended up making some sort of decision that literally threw the whole balance off in things. Because, hey, we're in y'all's energy, and here comes the reveal card again. So, moving forward, there's this energy of this feminine that you have this internal dialogue with. Okay, so, let's see. I'm just not even like, and there's this lighten up. Okay, see, now I know exactly why I'm only using my Brian Froud deck for y'all right now. Just like, because there's a surprise card in here, there's a really surprise card in here. And this is my favorite surprise card, but weirdly enough, I don't know, maybe it comes from a different area, different direction, and I just don't see it because I'm trying to expect it to come from one area, and it doesn't seem to do so. That's what I'm saying. That's why I've always like said in my card readings that like you may think it's going to come from one direction, but it can come from a completely another direction. So I'm not saying take some of this by a grain of salt, but I'm saying like you may hope and think that it's going to be coming from one direction. It can completely come from another. So yeah, but there is this internal dialogue. It does seem like a love reading, and a lot of them usually do, but it's looking like there's a decision being made about a feminine that you, I mean, especially because, I mean, you got a lot of feminine energy here on the board you've been thinking about. And I feel like they're, okay, your feminine is kind of like just sitting still, kind of like in their patience. I feel like kind of feeling the returning and just practicing their own sense of art of love. I'm feeling, you know what, masculines, y'all make some things a little bit difficult. Okay, I just gotta say, because I feel like half of y'all are as stubborn as a bull. You're just kind of maybe in a way of certain energies, you want to know the truth, but then you completely shroud it. You're like, yeah, well, I don't want to look at it. I just feel like that's possibly a lot of what was going on. Maybe I should have done a feminine reading. Yeah, wow. Okay. There is basically an energy of kind of allowing excuses to kind of like relying in a way on certain excuses, like I have this I gotta do, I got this I gotta do, I got this I gotta do, and then you just keep, and in a way half of you just keep kind of putting like a curtain over a curtain over a curtain, like okay, it'll eventually just, and eventually I'll be able to, and it's like one day. And I feel like that's where this inaction excuses is. Okay, don't take it too personally. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, I'm just going to allow myself to read what I hear and feel. So I'm just going to do that. Don't take things way too personally. You know your own reasons and things. Okay, you know why, what, possibly way more than likely, way more than the feminine kind of has a bigger picture about what's going on. But I feel most of these masculines are literally like trying to rely on inner dialogues, like 5D dialogues, to possibly like relay information to this person. But I feel like I'm really the feminines, because I watch feminine readings. The feminines kind of don't want to be on a high horse about maybe what they feel, think, or whatnot. And they don't want to become in this or feel in this heartless. They don't want to become heartless. So they kind of have to like allow themselves to kind of believe that there's going to be really no inaction, no moving forward. Like they're how do you expect a feminine to like constantly see this energy and then wonder like, okay, if this is supposed to be out of love, then what's going on? There's no communication. Even if like the masculines have very good reasons, okay? And that's more than likely what's possibly going on here, masculines. But I feel like maybe there's this huge question in the air. I feel like there's a rough rough waves in the like 5D energy between masculines and feminines right now, because the feminines are feeling possibly this energy of like abandonment, having to move forward, possibly having to go find someone new, feeling like this twin flame journey is like hoppycock, like and thinking, I'm just losing my mind because this is not being clarified. I mean, feminines may feel like they have the answer, but at the same time, they're getting no clarifications but card readings. That's not tangible. That's still dreamy. And I feel like that's why there's possibly a lot of Aquarians, more than like, I feel there's more Aquarians doing card readings than any other sign, to be personally honest. There's Scorpios doing them. I've seen a lot of Scorpios doing them, and there's Pisces doing them. But mainly Aquariuses. And Aquariuses understand if you're too high up in the clouds, you're just letting your own 3D world fall apart. And I feel like the masculines are trying not to take this personal. But so are the feminines. Okay, masculines. I feel like that's like this resilientness, okay? And that's this resolution of opposites. And then this joyous flight, courage and joyous flight. But we're seeing a lot of courage and freedom of expression, this independence and freedom of expression, introspection, and acknowledge and balance, okay? A lot of feminines have been working into this with this for years, and then it's like we feel as if our masculines are asking us to go to do this for years more, and we're like, well, that's not self-love, because it's like we're completely destroying our own self-love just to possibly hope a dream's going to come true or a wish is going to come true, instead of being like, well, I guess I just won't be stubborn and I'll just follow in the cyclement and the unfoldment of possibly someone new coming in. So then it's like, how can the masculines even, have like an energy of self-defeat if they're not even giving themselves the chance? I just feel masculines, some of you masculines you are going to give yourself the chance to be able to go up to the plate. But I just feel like there's other ones that maybe are doing this energy of like, well, I need to do this first. I need to do this first. I need to do that first. And it's like, that's going to constantly be your cycle of energy. And you may end up missing out on what you feel you had to do first before you go and do that. Well, I guess, the feminines have to do what they got to do first. And then that opportunity may end up being flushed down the toilet because of an action of what one actually truly wants or goes for. There has to be movement. And this movement energy is here. And then there's this order and direction, or having a sense of order and direction. There's this lightening up, also freedom of expression energy here. So some masculines are going to follow into this. It's going to be a huge, profound change. And it's going to be an art of love for themselves. No matter what you feel, you don't have enough to go to the plate, masculines. Some masculines, I feel it's like they have this huge vision of themselves that they have to be before they go to the feminine. It's like, well, that's having an unrealistic expectation upon yourself to go after something that you are well deserving of. And if you weren't deserving of it, the feminine would have never came to you in the first place. If they didn't feel it in their heart, they would have never came to you in the first place. Now there's this reevaluation going on, I feel, with the masculines when it comes to the art of love, when it comes to profound change and the way they possibly handle things, or a reanalyzation of action, or maybe what they can possibly do, or letting them know, hey, this is what I've got, this is what it is, You just threw the ball back in their court to be like, well, you're going to choose someone new, or are you going to take me for who I am? That's part of the art of love. Them taking you for who you are, no matter what state you're in, you know? To like love, what, I don't even know how the marriage freaking vows go. Like what debt, no, that dude's part is different. It's from the love to sickness or whatnot, and like, you know, from your worst times into the best times. So, you know, they're that's just how I feel the feminine see it. As long as you understand your own self, your own growth, your own direction you want to take in things, how to be able to sit in your own energy when your feminine is going in her own energy because she wants to work out certain things in herself, possibly relating to the balancing act happening between you two and everything going on. Okay. It's coming into a team to get y'all out of the hole instead of forcing yourselves to be separate. Getting out of the hole doesn't seem to be working in my opinion. Okay. It will work, yeah, but at the same time, not on a dynamic that I feel this union is asking for in a way. But there could be a lot of other factors that maybe some of your feminines are not aware of, but how the hell can they be aware of it if there's no communication? So then to them, it just seems like, okay, it's just a smarter idea to just keep eye on the prize, 10 of cups, however that unfolds before me. I guess if that's someone new, they're going to wow your feminine and you're going to lose your chance, no matter, even if you become, well, she loves me and I can go break them up. I personally don't feel your feminine went to try to break you, and maybe you were already in a relationship, went to try to break y'all up. I personally feel maybe there was an energy of masculines being in a relationship, the feminine going towards them just because the heartfelt energy. Now, if the feminines do end up in a relationship and you feel you have to go in that shift too, I have to release all this now. I'm in the energy to be able to release all this. Then you're throwing the ball back in their court, but you're also realizing lessons learned and how not to, in a way, keep going at it. Maybe you will, in a way, with what the feminine did for you, do for yourself what the feminine did, because it's going to help you balance your emotions. And then y'all are just that was it. That was y'all's that's what was created for the path for y'all. Sense of release of certain things of the past, a specific tie, because y'all probably had a past life tie, and so that's going to end the past life tie. There's too much fear, or was way too much fear for collaboration, and so that fear then overcomes that possible journey, and that's how we can end up shifting energies in a way and go down a different path. I feel it was still a meant to be thing because of the energy of free will. You have the free will to make whatever choice you want to make. I mean, the independence of yourself, whatever situation you're stuck in. If you feel your feminine will understand, well, then they'll understand. If you don't feel they'll understand, then, and they won't understand in a way, they'll be like, well, you could have just told me, and then we would have worked at this together. I would have never went down this direction. And then the masculine would just be like, okay, well, sorry. And then there's this energy of heartless love here, scattered energy here, and release from captivity. I understand there's an energy that kept coming up of protection here, masculines. I very well see that, but also there's an energy here of introspection, knowledge, and balance. And like there's this energy of reveal here, moving forward, lightening up, profound change. And this energy's been, pretty dominant, you know what I mean? It's a very dominant, like, you know, like a sense of revealing going on. But then I have, see, an adventure, because I just feel that for those of you masculines that are really going to like be like, all right, yeah, this is obviously not working, so why do the definition of insanity and keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect different result? I feel like there's some sort of sudden realization of that coming in, and then you're going to take action towards something different. There's something that's going to be shifted, and you're going to take action towards something different. For some of you masculines, it's definitely going to be towards your feminine. You're just going to kind of bite the bullet with this and just be like, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. I really don't feel all that up to par when it comes to you. And then I feel your feminine is just going to drop a lot of this sense of like kind of level you up, but level you up on a way of how they can see it with their perspective and help you in a way of shifting a perspective about what you're doing, the process that you're in, and why this was a better move than possibly what you were planning. Others of you, it's going to be it's going to be a lonely wolf road type of thing, or you're going to stay stuck with a karmic like energy. It'll probably suck the happiness out of your life. In a person, that's my own personal sense of understanding, though. You take what resonates with you and leave the rest, because that could be for someone specific. I don't even know who, you know, that may be going through that sense of energy and go, yeah, okay, you know. So I really do the best that I can to try not to have an energy of judgment, but to express what I feel is needing to still be expressed. I'm a Queen of Swords. What do you expect? Nurture. Yep. I feel like this is a very prominent energy in this. Like, you're going to have to nurture the direction you want. Because if you don't nurture it and you're nurturing something else, that's the journey that is going to keep unfolding, because that's what you're nurturing. That's what you're putting your time into. If you're not putting your time into this and not nurturing this, it's just going to die, because I feel like there's now no water. The feminine's not going, and they give it water here and there, because I feel like in a sense they feel this breakdown and this sadness of the dying of that possibility. It's like they can see the plant starting to die, and I feel like they just want to water it, and then they kind of like, okay, I gave enough of my like love for that, and now I got to keep going back to self-love for the direction that's needed for me. That needs to be nurtured, because I've constantly nurtured this, and I just don't, it just keeps trying to die on me. So I want something that's not going to die. I want collaboration. I want, like, you know, what I feel I am deserving of in that level. You know, I don't need money. I don't need for a man to sit here and be like, well, I got a home for you. I got a this, and I got that, and I got this. That's materialism. No, that's not what this is about. This is about souls. This is about working together in a team with each other, whether who has money or not. Money is not about the art of love, okay? I'm just saying, masculines, if this is what's holding you back, because I feel like this is what's being told to me in my intuition. So if this is what's holding you back, this is not the art of love. Money is not about the art of love. The art of love is about communication. The art of love is about loving each other for whether you are living on the street or not, you know, whether, like, you know, what's the dynamic feel and communication level you have with each other. That's what, like, the real dynamic love would be. You know, do both of you feel that when you all come together and what you could build of your future, the more you nurture the connection. Is that what both of you want? That's what is the new beginning. What, not someone has a house and then the other person can go live with them, or someone has everything that's needed and then there's a union. I just don't feel that's part of this. I because I'm seeing so many separations, so many new connections and relationships coming in. I've even opened myself back up to seeing what's out there again, because I just don't know. I don't know. And I can't sit here and allow myself to be in a I don't know or I'm not sure energy. I need to have like a sense of, okay, well, I know the direction I have to go now, because I have to nurture my self-love. I have to nurture my own grounding, whether or not this is a possibility or not. It's been told to me it's a possibility for years, and now I have to let myself be like, yeah, it's a possibility, but it hasn't presented itself. So it's in a sense of it's in its energy of moving forward. And I feel that's possibly maybe what's being revealed when it comes to the masculines. Maybe they're just some of you are possibly biting the bullet and letting it go. Because you feel you're needed somewhere else, and so I feel like that's your sacrifice. Yeah, that would be your sacrifice then. I feel like some of you maybe feel you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Well, if you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, why don't you go for the one that you want the most, instead of just dealing with what you don't want because you don't feel adequate enough to go for what you want. I just feel like that's this hold up here for some of you masculines. I mean, that's maybe not for all. You may have certain other things going on, but don't be too hard on yourself, or don't be hard on the feminine when it comes to this transition. I feel because of broken heart or an energy of feeling like there's heartless love or whatnot. But there, behind all of this, there's false perceptions or being released from captivity. So the masculines may be very scattered in everything, and their thoughts upon everything, the plan. And it's like, oh, wow, that totally reminds me of one of my songs. It's like, masculines, I have to. I just have to. What is it? It's, no, see, I want to get the words right. Okay. I want to get the words right. And I have this in a playlist, so I'm going to be able to find it without a doubt. And it's called Call It What You Want. And it's Night Court, Call It What You Want. But there's a specific words to this. And it's about like all the liars are calling me one. Nobody's heard from me in months. I'm doing better doing than I ever was. Okay, where is it? Storm. It's the masculine version of this. No, that's not the right song. I gotta find it. Masculines. That's not it. Is it? Oh my, it's this one. Wow. That's it. This is what it is. This is what it is, masculines. This is the specific lyrics. I found it. I was like, I knew it was one of those. Okay. I can't play the whole one, but
I've always been a man with a plan. Always prepared, never want to leave it to chance. But it's all unscripted when I'm with you. It seems familiar, yet it all feels so new.
okay.
All of a sudden,
You're the ones that really always like to have a plan. You always have a plan for things. But when it comes to this, it's unscripted. So it's out of your comfort zone. And so that's what I feel like is, in a sense of its unveiling for y'all, is the fact that there's not going to be a plan to this. It's either you're going to go for it or you're not, and it's going to be a missed opportunity type of energy. Yes, I'm so happy I found it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with myself. Oh my gosh, I have had that song. What was it? 2019 of August, I feel, was when I found that song, because I was sitting in no, I had just got my doggy daycare job, and she let me move in to keep my job, and the person that I had in my heart that I felt this connection for, their name was all over the freaking ceiling. I was like, what? I finally move. I'm finally trying to release myself and trying to feel like I healed this. And all I could see was their first name, Mansville, like Mansville. And I was like, you're kidding me, right? You're just fucking kidding me. And I'm just, my bed, I would lay there and look up in my bed, and I'm just like, fucking name everywhere. I was just like, oh my gosh. And that's when that song really resonated with me. I was like, oh man, I'm telling you, like, things like that. And I don't even know what to say about certain things like that. And I wonder if the masculines go through that, to be personally honest. And then literally a year later, or around like a few months later, I ended up seeing a commercial for my name and Ville. So it was like Maryville. And I was like, well, if that just doesn't match. I thought that was just the weirdest thing in the world. So even things like that, it was like synchronicities of certain things like that. And I was just like, just that gets me frustrated, especially when, that was in 2019. Like, we're now in 2021. I'm just like, okay. So I feel there's there's a serious wild potential energy hovering over of like release and liberation, releasing and liberating oneself emotionally. Some of you are going to do it. Some of you may be stubborn as a bull and just completely walk away and harbored it. And I personally, to be honest, that's not soul healing. That is just repression. And so if you're really working into soul healing, it's either that or you're just going to keep going in certain cyclements, in my opinion. Certain masculines are just going to kind of bite the bull with it and kind of live a bull's life in a way, I've always seen bulls alone. And if they're not alone, it's because they're being matched up to mate, and then they're alone again. So if that's the life you want, all right, then that's what it looks like it's gonna happen. If not, then I just feel there's a huge reveal coming in. There's definitely a moving forward. Yeah, it's a wish come true. It's just seeing it as a wish come true, whether you have the financial grounding or not, because I feel like that was all of this hold up in a way. For a lot of you masculines, it was just a sense of financial grounding, or there was some sort of divorce energy here, something like that. But even then, I feel like there has been energies of leap of faith into something, into a specific new direction, a new beginning. And we have it again here, like resolution of opposites and intuitive decision, an energy of resolution. And it's just going to take kind of like a leap of faith type of energy. And this has been coming up, a joyous flight towards, coming out of excuses within oneself that you're not ready, and standing in your own ground towards, cycles of time, really seeing the cycles in all of this and really coming into these conclusions about that with this clean slate, this new beginning. I just feel half of you masculines, okay? Half of you masculines, there is a cycle of like clean slating yourself, and you know who you are, you know which ones you are, or there's a leap of faith that's going to be needing to happen to a clean slate in a way with the art of love, okay? And this is this waiting and patience and cycles of time, okay? So this could be this feminine waiting and patience with cycles of time, but there's this profound change, okay? And this profound change has been coming up for a few weeks now. I'm really feeling like if the feminines are going to allow themselves their own change and, new beginning, then that's what they're going to allow themselves to do too. Or they're going to be in this lone wolf energy as well because of trying to hold on too tight to something that is not revealing themselves. And I feel like that's going to be an energy that's going to end up coming out and spoken about in my feminine readings. Like, you can hold on so tight on this thing that is not being revealed in this specific direction that you are having false expectations about. This is starting to seem like a collective energy, but I know feminines watch masculine readings and masculines watch feminine readings. So even though this is the masculine reading, some feminines are going to watch this reading and realize exactly which direction they're going to need to go because they're seeing what choices the masculines are making. Even if they don't hear it from you, they're seeing what's happening because the universe is showing them the unfoldment, okay? And either you're going to get this or you're going to keep working through one specific direction, or the feminines are going to take this and run with it because they're like, well, I'm promised a 10 of cups one way or another. It's not going to come from this direction. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go find it. And that's probably, your wish fulfillment if you decide to walk away. You're not going to be bothered anymore because they're going to, that time they took to give to you, they're going to find someone to be able to give that time to. That time is going to be shifted over to someone else. So I feel like you're going to enjoy that time that you were being given, and hold it close to your heart secretly. And then you're just kind of going to mosey on like a wolf without a pack in a way, or you're going to have a pack, but it's not going to be as fulfilling as I feel you have this longing for, okay? Because I feel like there's this, timeless ending that's coming up, granting a sense of an awakening of some sort, possibly about internal dialogues and liberation, because of this having, in a sense, realistic caution or imaginary fears, unreal hazards, and this destruction of or this gossip. Some of you masculines could be listening to gossip about your feminine, and that's what's making you question your feminine and your own heart, your own emotions, your own heart. You're allowing these energies to hold you back from your own truths. Like you're listening to someone else instead of listening to yourself. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I've always said in my readings, if you feel your intuition's telling you something completely different, please don't listen to me. Okay? Like, please listen to your intuition. You know your situation way better than I know your situation. I may be reading it for other people that like this extremely matches their situation for. So don't make it fit if you want to make it fit. If it folds out to fit and it really resonates, like, holy shit, that's my situation, then okay, well, take what is resonating with your heart and leave the rest and play with it with your life. Not force it to happen such a way, but to kind of it gives you like those open eyes and a sense of wonder. Oh, okay, well, I heard this, and this. So let's see if it has a sense of folding out. Man, I feel like that well, the witch on, or that, I don't remember what she was, the white woman on Alice in Wonderland, was the queen. The white queen. Like, oh, da, 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 da. Okay. All right. So that's why there's this nightmare, depression, but inner shadows and growth within inner shadows. In this spiritual guidance and illumination of those shadows. Okay. Illumination of those shadows. Because there is a count energy of union, but the union cards did not come out. There's a celebration. There is tidying up loose ends and perceptiveness and awareness in one's intuition and trust in achieving the impossible. This is like taking like a whole different turn. Balancing a spiritual connection, balancing out a spiritual connection, completion in a lost or harvest or a release of emotions that is unexpected. Okay, so you did get my very pronounced unexpected like shock card. Okay, so for some of you masculines, you're definitely going to be going towards your feminine, and there's going to be a nurturing of all of thisness. I don't even know what to call it. This energy of like reveal, gift, wish come true, sudden shock of events, like being able to move forward, some sort of profound change in the art of love, with the art of love. However that really resonates with you masculines, okay? Yeah, because you really did not get, there's a gateway opening up. There's possibly you're going to end up getting some sort of help. It looks like there's going to be an energy of help. Oh, wow. Fearful anticipation. Some of you are actually going to do it. Oh my gosh, yes, there's the second surprise card, the unexpected. Unexpected support, soul healing of each other, trust and surrendering into this transition, into this unexpected adventure and freedom and joy. But there's like an energy of fearful anticipation in this unexpected, possibly of how the feminines are going to react. But I feel some of you, or half of you masculines, are definitely not going to allow fear to hold you back, because to you that just seems more on you than to just go for it. Like it's on you for some reason. I don't know how, but but maybe it's because my own energy is in the dark. So but for some reason, all I'm hearing and feeling is it's unlike the masculine to not do it. And it's because of fear, but I feel like the masculines are going to see this. Yep, you are. This kind of was like upside down. So this is an energy. It's there. This heartless love, not taking a leap of faith energy, So this abandonment energy, false expectations upon oneself and not taking a leap of faith, adventure towards an adventure, polishing of skills. There's some sort of travel. Yeah. Like leap into the passage of a new life. Like spontaneous motivation. Wow. Okay. So there's this celebration and also another energy of leaping into this joy, motivation of a spontaneous action. Yeah, a spontaneous action to a passage into a new life. This is like the gateway into your new life. I feel like the only energy that is kind of being asked to have is trust into it. Yeah, that's why it's so unexpected. And that's why I feel like there's a deterioration of faith in twin flame paths. That's why. Because some are literally choosing not to do it. And others are. And are like, it is real. You obviously chose not to have yours. So, and that's what I feel like that's what was the hardest thing for me in my path was, well, if I don't get this, is it really I'm on the twin flame path and the journey of all of it? Am I really going to get my 10 of cups, or am I going to feel as if I'm settling because I could never, or because this was not presented to me? Like I did everything I could, but it wasn't presented to me. So that's what made it really hard. And I can't even feel the crack in my voice on that. But everything happens for a reason, okay? Your feminine will be okay. If that's the path she has to take, she will be happy. But I don't feel that, I don't know. There's this energy of like, there's going to be like, oh, well, what if I did have that? Would I have been more happier? What if that happened for me? What if that was real, real for me too? People that have waited for years for their specific masculine that they felt in their heart. Even Fairy Moon Terror, she's been waiting for years too. And that's what's making it a bit hard. Even her, I've heard the frustration in her, and it's like, we just kind of want to know, but at the same time, we're like, well, there's this, we have to tell ourselves, well, maybe we're just having false expectations, and maybe this isn't what was meant for us to happen. Maybe we're going in through a whole new thing and we're going to end up with something new. But can I go into something new? I've tried going into something new quite a few times, all last year, this year. And it's like, I feel emotionally blocked still. I don't want to feel emotionally blocked. I want to feel like I'm feeling everything from my heart. I want to feel like I'm feeling all of my emotions, and I have this sense of wonder in my eyes. And I just know there's no other man that can take my eyes off my man, So it's like, am I going to have that? I should. I mean, the way that everything is unfolding, it's like, without a doubt, because I've already went through an energy of loss. There's got to be a balance. So obviously the energy that's coming in for me is definitely love. It's just, where is it going to come from? Nurture, preserve, and dream, brain, protection, and nourish. Adversity. And you have the energy of adventure again. Okay, so we have four energies of adventure moving forward. Timeless ending, freeing oneself. This one has freedom as well. Yeah, a sudden surprise. You even have a wish come true energy over there. Masculines, allow yourself to dream. There's going to defend there's an energy of possibly defending resources or resourcefulness, or adventuring towards someone dream and going to have to be very resourcefulness about everything that they do, because more than likely finances there's going to be lacking of finances when possibly of this energy of union, possible union, because we did not even, out of these two decks, there's a subdue, probably a heart conversation. Yeah, growth and clarity about tribulation and sustaining, nurture and preserve, and having the strength to preserve, and patience through humility. Okay. I'm way more confused in a masculine reading than I really am in a feminine half the time. Patience. See, there's an energy of patience. But what? Some feminines are probably feeling, I'm just saying, some feminines are probably feeling, what, am I going to be patient till I'm 50 and then we'll be good? Like, I don't want to be no lone wolf. Like, I feel I have more self-love than that, than to make myself go through a lone wolf stage. I've already been through lone wolf energy for the last few years. And I feel like that's what some of these feminines are saying here with themselves. And, yeah, because I feel like you feeling as if you're, and masculines feeling as if they're being bounded, it's making the feminines feel like they're being bounded. They're emotionally bounded. So y'all definitely are mirroring this energy. You may be physically bound, but this feminine is going through like dark night of soul energy and roughness energy and heartless love energy because of feeling emotionally bound. Like, how can I go into something new if I really feel my heart lies in this, but this doesn't even look like it's going to surmount to anything. Like, it just seems to be dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. But in my heart, it's totally not dwindling. It's blocking everything else I want to go for. So, masculines. I'm so sorry if this was rough energy. I definitely do apologize, okay? Because I am one to be like, yeah, feminines are kind of hard on their masculines, but masculines are starting to be a little hard on their feminines. I just got to say it right there. Yeah, pretty freaking hard. And the feminines are going to get through, but I feel like the feminines are going to feel like they have to get through and go by leaving this behind. And once they really settle into that as a decision, I just feel like there's really no going back. And that's probably what's tearing up your feminine the most. It's probably why, if you are getting lashes from her, like verbal, probably, they're hurting because they're like, this is my wish. I want my wish. And then they're like, well, I guess this is not what was meant for me. This is not going to be healthy for me. So I'll just find my wish this way. Support and aid, sabotage, fixing, meddling, tampering, skill, craftsmanship, invention, moral strength. Someone's working on their skills and craftsmanship, getting through illusions, disillusions, working to have clear sight about an energy of self-sabotaging and meddling, tampering energy, and support and aid the friends. This is also like an energy of like a leap of faith, leaping into, an unknown. I just feel like, but there's this, both of them are doing it, leaping into the unknown. Both of them are like, I feel this energy. This is the only, I feel if you have, this is the only energy this is going to work in. Because I feel like some of you masculines took a leap of faith in a different direction and you're like, it didn't work. And you just kind of wanted to like put that energy in your feminine space. Oh, I took a leap of faith in certain things. And I saw that energy out there. There was dice being thrown. And those dice obviously did not roll right for you, because were you really listening to your heart, or were you trying to be malice in a way? And trying to halfway prove something, but it didn't prove anything. It actually made you look ridiculous. And then there's some of you that went through that, saw that, and it's making you completely fearful to have an Ace of Swords towards your feminine, because it's kind of like a slap to your face to your feminine. But those are the choices that was made, and are you going to confront it with strength and courage, or are you going to cower away from it like, I don't owe you no explanation, and then walk away? Well, that's very egotistical. But everyone has their reasons for the decisions they make. Now, if you're going into something new, this is probably more for, I should have done this more in a feminine's energy, but I know feminines that want to understand, they're going to see this video. So if you want something new, taking a leap of faith is not jumping into a new relationship. Taking a leap of faith into something is taking a leap of faith to open your heart and play out the energy with other people, learn new people. The only reason this leap of faith would have worked with the others, with this, there's a specific person, this matches. It would have worked for this because of the years that this has had building up, okay? It was just made to work this way and only this way. Now, when you go into something new, someone you have no clue who they are, and because this is someone of your past. Now, if it's something new and you don't know who they are, Knight of Pentacles, okay? Because you never know if you're going through some sort of healing that makes that person a karmic dynamic, showing you certain things that maybe you need to keep account in when it comes to new people, or when it comes to the right person. You're gonna know, because I don't know that there's going to be like this love at first sight. I think there's going to be this confusion because of what happened with this, especially if you ended up in a energy of abandonment, like this masculine abandoned this whole thing. That's honestly exactly what I see here. These masculines are going to either abandon this because they don't have the strength to confront it. There's no profound change here. Or the masculines are going to do it, and it's going to be okay to have a leap of faith into this, okay? Because of the buildup in this, okay? There was a lot of buildup in this. Now, there's no buildup in someone new. There's no buildup whatsoever. There's no trust. You don't know if you can trust this person or not. Here, there's going to be a heart-to-heart conversation. You'll know whether or not you can trust this and you can take the leap of faith, or this is why you have grown so feminines that end up on this one. This is why you grew so much. This is why you've come to the level you've come, because you'll know whatever they're saying is truth, or they're still blocked, and you'll know whether or not you have to go the new direction or not, because some of them may try to manipulate the issue, and they made themselves into a karmic energy with you, and no longer there is no buildup of twin flame in this. Your twin flame is coming from someone new that you're going to know. You may end up getting a love at first sight differently, and it may be more powerful from someone new. Okay. Because there's just this resourcefulness, defend, patience. So, but there's this energy of illusions and self-sabotage and sabotage fixing order type of thing. Like, feel like you're fixing something, but it's only sabotaging yourself more. There's lack of clear sight, and you're going to have more clear sight when that new person shows up in your life, okay? Especially if you're a feminine and you really want to know what your masculine's going through, or what is going on, or like what is happening here. And this is what's happening. The masculine is at a crossroads, I feel, and some of them are going to take the chance, and some of them are going to walk away, and it's going to be the end of this. And you're going to know which direction is meant for you. I know for some certain feminines, they're definitely going into a new direction. I can see it in their unfoldment and the energies that they're in, and the cards that's been played, and for the connections that I have with their other person, I can just see it. They're going into a new direction. And yeah, it's quite interesting, because in 2019, I did a shaman journey of, just relax, listening to drumming music. Wasn't on anything, I'm just shaman journeying. And, you use your imagination and enter into a visual journey. It's like the visions that I get while doing cards sometimes, but I go into it and I have full visual with myself. Well, I always have a white dire wolf with me. Always have a white dire wolf. He doesn't speak, but in a way, it's like I can hear his thoughts. And one time, me and him were walking through the forest. We saw a buck jump by, or a buck that I could feel in the distance. And I looked up, because that's what made me kind of have that attention, was he went by, and I looked up, and there was this black panther laying on a branch like Cheshire Cat. A Black Panther, no joke. This is exactly one of the reasons why I drew a drawing of a Black Panther. It's the Panther of Wisdom. In 2019, that panther was up there. And now it's 2021. So yeah, that was 2019, because I remember it was around the time that I was doing zodiac readings on this channel. And now I literally met someone that has that as their spiritual animal. Straight up. I'd never talked about this. I have never put the Black Panther talk, at least I don't feel, in my readings. My journeys are my journeys. They were messages meant for me. But there was a Black Panther up there, and I remember him, and I always thought that was weird, because the Black Panther really wasn't like a soul animal of mine. I loved the Black Panther because I loved Bagheera. I named a cat named Bagheera because Bagheera was like cool. I loved Bagheera. But I wasn't like obsessed, like it wasn't a big thing to me. And when I was younger, I was obsessed with white tigers. I love tigers, so a panther, let alone a Black Panther, it was just out of the ordinary. And to me, that was full on confirmation, like shaman journeying is freaking real, and it's not of your imagination. It is definitely subconscious, and also our like guides connected, like energy of being able to do things. Like it literally, I was like, I don't think about stuff like that. And the panther does not resonate with me like that. And to see a panther, it was wild. It was so wild. Oh man. It was like And then to meet someone that had that as their energy, like that is like part of their path energy. And I was just like freaking wild. But I had the dire wolf. And in other journeys, the dire wolf would he would leave. But this time, that dire wolf, he was next to me. He was right there walking those woods with me. I don't know who the dire wolf is. I don't know where that energy came from, because my ancestral energy, my ancestral animal energy is of the bears. I've met with Indians, like past, like ancestral Indians, that came to me as bears. I've sat around a fire with ancestral Indians and became a bear myself. Like the bear was just of like, it was a specific animal. So the fact when I first did to go meet my soul animal, like I knew that dire wolf wasn't me. I knew that dire wolf had to have been something or someone else. I don't even know who it is yet, because I can tell the energies of my own ancestors. I know who I'm talking to besides that dire wolf. I still don't know who that is. I don't know, but he talks to me sometimes. He doesn't talk a lot. Usually he just kind of follows and watch as I go and talk with my ancestors or other guides, or kind of see other guides. I talked to him about that panther though. I was like, dude, that's weird. There's like a panther. That dire wolf is pretty big, but like I still look down on him, but he's huge. All right, so masculines. That's kind of like that type of like, you know, connective energy, spiritual energy. I feel there's a lot of growth in, because I really lost my train of thought in that, going into all the details about that. Maybe it's because of the panther energy, or it was about shaman journeying, getting messages relating to that. I forgot my connective coming back around. All right, so masculines, we're already getting at an hour. I want to pull out advice. Like advice for y'all, because I may not know at all what's going on and why maybe the process of this is even happening within this, you know. I may not know. So I'm going to go into the Black Mirror, Unicorn's Black Mirror deck. Okay. Can we get advice, please? Advice and guidance. Thank you for our masculines. Dude, man, you got the Emperor. For me, as advice, I feel like your guides are like, dude, step up and just be the emperor of yourself and your life. Be an emperor. Be an emperor of your life. I feel like stop letting people control you. Stop letting people put false seeds in your head. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust whatever you see. Your feminine's doing it. You're seeing all like the unfoldment of things happening. I just feel like your guides are like, trust you. Trust who you are. Trust the work you have already done. You are an emperor energy, but you can lose it. You can lose this energy, or allow yourself to lose this energy in a way. So I feel like your advice is to be an emperor, step up towards some sort of love. I feel that's what I feel. Okay. Especially with the emperor, and that one flew out. So an emperor energy here about first love, wonder, endless possibilities. Not allowing oneself to be, but see, wow, man, how does this happen? Two of Swords, feeling blocked, an energy of juggling. So it looks like there's juggling. There's probably a profound change relating to juggling and making a decision in a specific way. There's juggling going on. But there's been juggling going on. For those of you feminines that tuned in, there's been juggling going on for how long? I know, like Black Mirror. Oh, masculines, y'all ended up with freaking Black Mirror energy. Black Mirror energy about the Ace of Cups. Heart-to-heart conversations. Okay. I see it. It's like I tell it what I see it. Like, I mean, y'all are even in Nine of Swords, mental stress energy. Holy cow. I feel like there's an energy of just like there's some false expectations you have of yourself about releasing yourself or releasing yourself from captivity or something. Or some of you feminines may be trusting in this, surrendering in this transition that maybe your masculine is being released from jail or something, and the feminines were in this energy relating to adventure. But there's a man, like a Nine of Swords masculines, and that is over, just happened to go over adventure, which is there's just so much adventure in this direction, allowing oneself to dream. Okay, let's go more into what else do we have? Advice for our masculines, please. Oh my gosh, holy cow. Advice says Ace of Swords with a tower. Take your Ace of Swords and create a tower. Or there's an Ace of Swords coming. There's a huge truth that is going to create a tower. You may be the one that's granting an Ace of Swords and creating a tower. Or there's going to be something or someone coming to you that's going to create a tower, bring in more resources, and you're going to defend, I feel, your heart and your direction. Man, those masculines that really step up into your emperorship, I mean, you're going to like be an emperor with a King of Swords energy. You're truth cutting all over the place. That's what I feel. Because you're tired of holding your tongue. You're tired of holding back. You're tired of like feeling like you're allowing yourself to be controlled. Like that's exactly how I feel. You're tired of sitting here and feeling like that you're just giving and giving and giving and there's nothing coming in. What a mirroring energy. All right, so there's a strength to a Knight of Staves, creating an energy of justice for yourself in when it comes to union, home, union, marriage, soul gathering, soul reunion. So there's an energy of using resources, possibly with a friend, going into having the strength to go into a soul reunion, really doing this like pick up and going. Like there's some like just conclusion that just resolutes itself, and masculines are either going to be stuck in their ego and go, yeah, well, I'm not even going to admit to all of that, and then keep going down this, in a sense, lonely road, or giving up their power, allowing themselves to be controlled, ending up in mental stress and truths being revealed, and end up in a energy of a tower after tower after tower in their heart as they kind of watch that float away. In a way, I feel some of you might end up doing that. It's going to be harsh. It's going to be rough. But you will later on probably come together with someone. It'll feel in a way more balanced with you, but it's not going to be like that adventuresome, like crazy, magical, outrageous thing. I feel like it's not going to be what the twin flame road presents itself as, because I feel like that road was always already in a way presented to you, and if you choose against it, then that's like you said no to that road. Okay, well, I guess we'll give you something that's not as exciting because you won't be afraid of it. Okay, wow. So some of you masculines are definitely going to be going towards your feminine, because you definitely have, y'all have the unicorn card. Follow your heart. Clarifying that is Page of Wands, which is listening to your heart in a direction, or sending out a passionate message. Listen to your heart, send out a passionate message. Or some of you are going to defend against that, and I don't even know. But those that really follow the heart, it's going to play out better than you thought. It's not going to fall apart. It's not going to, because both of you have come to these understandings. That's why there's going to be a serious heart to heart. There's a serious heart that's going to happen about everything. Lay it all out there. Be an ace of swords, okay? Be the ace of swords. That's why this is guidance. This is advice. I specifically was like, okay, we need advice for the masculines. This is your advice. Ace of Swords it. I've told that. I've said that in another masculine reading. You're just Ace of Swords that, Ace of Swords that, Ace of Swords that. Have the strength to honor that emperor where you can Ace of Swords it. You can be like, well, I cut that out of my life. Done. I'm done with it. Or this is my boundaries about that. That's Ace of Swords. It's truth. Being also in this Emperor and King of Swords. You're speaking your truth, standing in your truths, having this strength and emperorship to stand in those truths. Following your heart. And some of you, it's like listening to one's heart towards a specific direction, possibly sending out a message or going towards whatever it is your heart wants, literally taking action towards whatever it is your heart wants instead of just sending out a message. Some of you, because there is this Knight of Staves and Union energy, which is the Four of Wands coming together. But it's weird because it's not very pronounced. Let's see. Oh, wow. Well, we do have an inner transformation which creates an irreversible change. About one's receptive principles, nurturing, the fertility or the seeds that were sown with this. There's this also another unexpected energy of gratitude or natural magic, or like this coming in of this tower, or some sort of something that happens that's unexpected, or some sort of realization. And then there's this discernment, quick action, wild potential in this quick action, passage through trial, triumph into a new level, possibly relating to cutting out someone that is a very dark energy, a feminine that's a very dark feminine, towards one's hopes, wishes, and dreams. Natural law. Okay. Yeah, wow. That's a lot of energy before you get to the Union card. Maybe this is a fast happening. Let's see. Because that's the Union. Playing. There's this energy of play, everyday blessings, smiling, moving into an inner transformation, receptivity of principles. So that could happen in all of maybe a day. Some sort of unexpected energy and wild potential in a change in decision. So that can happen in another day, which we see here. Decision making, communication within oneself, moving forward towards an energy of an Ace of Cups. So passage into new trials. So that's another day. Cutting someone out, that could be another 2 days. Or for some of you, this masculine may not be all the way aware. So that could be a week, or it can be a month. And then it could delay longer. Passage through a new trial. That could be, a month or a day, depending on how your unfoldment, and depending on how your masculine takes all of this. You may be the one that follows in the readings and your masculine has no clue what's going on. And they kind of get stuck, stagnant. And then it's like the energy kind of sits. Or you take action into a new direction and everything shifts. Or the feminine takes action in a new direction and everything shifts, okay? You gotta remember, I'm in masculine energy right now. Yeah, because of this energy sitting here, abandonment, coming from abandonment, false perceptions, and releasing oneself. Adventure. I knew there was more adventure energy towards an adventure. An adventure. I feel like most of these masculines are afraid of this adventure because there's just, there's not much to it in a way. Y'all both are kind of coming into it with nothing in a way. I feel like that's why there's this energy. It's very, but either way, it just, feminines are, there is this energy of patience, but patience through humility. Jeez. And enjoy stabilizing or keeping stabilized and regeneration in mystery. And subdue growth, the magic of growth. But that looks also like an energy of staying in one's patience. And this heart-to-heart energy could be an energy of humility, but enjoying it. Yeah, because it's like, it's stabilizing you. It's bringing balance. The humility in this, the humility that is going to come out of this in this release, you're actually going to enjoy it. Oddly enough, that's what it says. We got humility and enjoy after that. You're going to enjoy it because it's going to stabilize. Wow. It's going to stabilize and regenerate you. Okay. On a soul level, emotional level, very much in a balanced healing level between the mind and the heart. And it's really going to grow and have this, subdue this love for just the mystery of anything can happen type of thing. Anything can happen. Like the unlimited possibility and the love of like being okay with it being unscripted. Okay. Instead of always feeling like you have to be this person with a plan. You have to be this masculine to have everything together. Instead, it's just taking all of that off your shoulders and letting yourself live life, letting yourself enjoy life without feeling like you have a sense of obligation or responsibility to always have responsibilities. There's an energy here that you will be able to you and trust. Okay, wow. Trusting the unfoldment of the universe and knowing that you'll be able to stay true to certain responsibilities that requires of you to have to. Some of you masculines have some responsibilities you have to have this, that has to have like some sort of like maybe the child support. I don't even know. Maybe something you have to constantly give of yourself for it. So trusting the journey that you will be able to still, okay, and trusting that those needs will be met because of wanting to be in life in that kind of direction. You know, I know that honestly, like my needs were always like, I may be hungry in certain areas and times, but I somehow out of the blue got food if I couldn't get to a shelter to get food. There would be a random person would give me money. A random person would come up and give me a hot meal or something. Like I literally never went without that I actually truly needed to live, you know. I always somehow found a shower. If I didn't, it was like there was always some kind of like river or something I can get to like go swimming. I only wore clothes that I could hand wash easily and it wouldn't ruin anything or it wouldn't bug me, you know? There's ways to get around things and to still be able to enjoy your life and not see it as like, oh, I don't have this, so I'm not good enough in life. And, you know, experiencing homelessness showed me that I was still, I still have the right to live life, even though it can be hard. But if I looked at it in it's a sense of an adventure, which I always did, I always went through certain things that were always wild or fun or crazy that I even found or end up finding out about certain things, you know. I keep an imprint in my heart about what homeless people really go through, especially those that are addicted to really heavy substances. I literally go and rack my brain around how to create balance for those people, how I can possibly, you know, or level up some organizations about the fact of creating abandonment upon something you were even created to help. So, subduing the mystery. Yes. And I'm telling you, I got myself off the street. I made a deal with someone in their home. Like, I'll do this for you, I'll do this for you, I'll do this for you, and I'll do this for you, but I won't do this, I won't do that, and all I need is a place to stay. You know, like, I was able to do that. I even got a job out of doing it too. You know, like, cleaning the house and doing laundry and the dishes and whatnot was for just living there. And then, you know, if I wanted to have any money for anything else, it's like I was also had a job opportunity because they did porch screening for apartments and stuff. The other guy was a builder. He basically builds whatever or like remakes whatever, and also does the screening with the other guy. They were older guys, and that had a female also living there in her own room, whatnot. I don't know nothing about that, but she dipped as I moved in, or like 2 days after I moved in. So I got her room all to myself. I thought I was just sharing it with her because I was just like, I'm not. No, I was like, I will share this room with her. I was like, I will be here with her. I actually really started and keeping a constant effort and constant flow with my card readings when that happened. I started it on my actual Facebook. So that's pretty cool. I still have those videos. They still pop up sometimes too, those videos, and I'll share them. They're so cool. All right, so masculines, back to you before we get to 2 hours, huh? All right, advice. That's what we're in here, is advice. But yeah, so you can trust. See, look at this. Eclipse, union, twin flame, sapphire blue love. Oh my gosh. And one of the other cool things I saw on I did not know this, but it was like a whole nother, like, I don't know, sense of trigger inside of me, where like Virgos, one of on Facebook they had like the birth gems for all the birth ones, and they had like even old possibilities, or like just basically more than just one. And I never knew that one of Virgo's birth like gems is sapphire. I was like, oh, that is really cool, because like to me that's like that sapphire love, that union, you know. That's why I have sapphire love eclipse, you know, eclipse, the masculine and the feminine come together, the twin flame energy, the union. And I ended it up on an 8 with 8 of hearts. So that's also that energy of union. That's cool, masculines. So that's the advice here. Adventure to union, sapphire love, and adventure towards your sapphire love, your twin flame. Some of you may ignore that, but some of you may take this leap of faith, and then there's going to be a shift in all the card readings where, like, possibly, I mean, I would hope, maybe not. Maybe it's just going to go back towards the other levels, back down to the levels that aren't in union in a way. I don't know. I wonder how that does work. I wonder how that is going to happen. But there's this energy of union, judgment, and high priestess, hidden knowledge. There's this energy of judgment about hidden knowledge. Reflection because of a trickster. There's some sort of, I would say an enemy energy. Someone wanting to, if they do take this direction, someone is going to retaliate. And so they're afraid of this retaliation. That makes sense why I kept seeing the protection card. And when I play with them on my own, I see a lot of the protection card, but this is hidden information. This is the moon. This is that moon energy, okay? So yes, this is what's going on. That's why there's an element of fear for some of these masculines when it comes to coming forward. Yeah, with an energy of the past, finding something, or energy of the past, and to overcome obstacles of the past. So trying to overcome obstacles of the past, there's a judgment of this hidden information, change in perspective, or a reflection. There's a reflection about trickery or a mask, non-reveal or some sort. There's this to be opened, mind, heart, and soul, thoughts, feelings, and worries, with the two of staves, knowing the direction one wants to go, moving to calmer waters, chariot, coming out of being left out in the cold, certain things happening behind the scenes. There's some sort of energy of a work offer, or an offer of working together, more than likely. Y'all, geez, masculines, you really love getting these aces, don't you? Do we have them all? I know you got the swords. I know you just didn't get the pentacles quite yet. That's the one that's missing. Yeah, to this brand new fiery start with an apology. Okay, I do feel there's an energy of an apology here. There is an energy of a work offer, but it's not quite the Ace of Pentacles, but it will become the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that is exactly what I feel. And the sun energy, the sun illuminating options, confusion, possibly of, like, not taking some sort of love offer, because Four of Cups is like that, or Four of Cups is in meditation, grounding one's emotions for clarity to get victory. Okay, so I feel like that's actually more of the energy that most of the masculines are going to be in, about an energy of protection, with the 10 of Coins and then the Ace of Pentacles, relating to a Queen of Cups, and or they are a Queen of Cups and or a Queen of Coins, and or this is a decision between a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Coins. But you have the Star card here, healing, or this could also be an Aquarius. See a decision in Lovers, and slow and steady about making a decision in love. Okay, because we got the Lovers here, and that's making a decision in love, with sneaky behavior, or oh no, that's Seven of Coins. That's nurturing a project, about slow and steady in nurturing a project, the process, and in the process. Oh, the process and in the progress. Oh, the progress in the process. I totally wrote that backwards, didn't I? Okay. and the equal of give and take between the masculine and the feminine here. Holy cow, y'all are right next to each other in this deck. Holy cow, that's really crazy. The balance of the equal of give and take in that, and not giving up the fight. And literally the season of Seven of Swords sneaky behavior ending, okay? Because with possibly someone that's in fire sign. So this is sneaky behavior with a fire sign. So some of you were juggling possibly 3 people, some of you 4. So, but not giving up a fight in a union, possibly with one specific person, because listening inwards for clarity about being able to move forward and how one should move forward. That is definitely what I see here. Yeah, because I feel like someone wants, oh wow, this is 2 of Cups. This is 2 of Cups energy. This is definitely equal intentions. This is definitely a wish come true. This is also contemplation and emotional grounding for trusting the wish into the 9 of Chalice, the wish come true, and equal intentions about it being equal intentions, or basically 2 of Cups, true feelings, love, like of real love between the 2. It really is true love, possibly with someone that definitely is an Aquarius, only because, or they're very much an ace or a Queen of Swords person, Queen of Swords person. And there's an energy of competition and a clearance in this competition. Okay. And receiving victory with a wish come true. Some of you, it's you may be being able to release competition with, or ending clearance of competition with this person and getting victory. And this is a Queen of Swords with victory and balancing, a grounding of one's emotions about a wish, trusting the wish, and then the wish here with 2 of Cups energy. I don't know, masculines are just seemingly you have to be, it's like you're being pushed to give an Ace of Chalice. Yeah, an Ace of Chalice, an Ace of Swords that's going to create a tower moment. There's an energy of defending it. It's being protected because for some of you, it's third party relating to an energy of a, what the heck? And it, watching 10 of Coins, third party, or joy of celebration. It looks like an energy of third party with money, or 10 of Coins, feeling bound because of money and home, but watching, spying, 3 of Swords energy, heart pain, heart problems. Some of masculines are starting to have heart problems because of and being very emotionally withdrawn because of a lot of heart pain or emotional pain, and it's creating an energy that is it's bleeding into your aura. Some of you are going through heart pains of emotionally walking away, emotional pain, and then working towards possibly a reconciliation, a celebration and a reconciliation. That's interesting. Okay. But hidden information, masculine. Okay. So we have the masculine here. 7 of Swords, sneaky behavior being revealed. That was behind the moon energy. That's what I feel. Oh, wow. Fast communication and collaboration. Look, King of Swords. Good job. All right. That's what I was talking about, masculines. Entering into that King of Swords energy. Wow. We're almost at 2 hours. Yeah. This is wild. I've never done a 2-hour reading. Yeah. Death to fear-based illusions. Like being afraid that it's just going to crumble because you already took a leap of faith in something else and it just crumbled, it just took this from me. Okay, yeah, wow, look at this. There's a leap of faith when it comes to a King of Cups. So half of you definitely are going to go into your leap of faith towards your feminine, towards someone that really brings you a lot of love. Some of you may not, and you're going to get stuck, but you're going to feel more stuck than you already are stuck. More than likely, or you're going to end up unsticking yourself and you're just going to end up in this lone wolf type energy. Okay. And you're going to heal more of yourself and going into something new that you're going to take your time with, or you're going to end up hard, kind of like, I don't know if y'all have seen Jeff Dunham with Walter, like kind of like being an angry old man like Walter. Welcome to Walmart, get your crap and get out. So like that's kind of how I see these masculines ending up. That's honestly how I literally I come into oh, that's how we have grumpy old men, because they just kind of decided to stick and being in their ego and saying, well, I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to open up and do this. I'm not going to do that. Well, screw that energy. I'm not going to make you right. Kind of like that type of energy. I'm not going to reveal this because then you're just this. Well, stand up for what you did. Take what you're going to get. And, it's taking responsibility for your own actions, your own heart, and your own, what will trigger a lot of that kind of old man rah, so that's where I feel there's a sudden sense of fast communication, but this is with King of Cups. Possibly a lot of the King Cups are going to do it. King of Swords, I feel y'all are going to do it. And then it's going to make y'all create a specific decision, whether you're being called to go into a new direction for someone new, or you're going to be called, or there's going to be a sudden profound change in the person you give your Ace of Cups to. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, okay? Not no baby Ace of Cups, okay, I told you this and I told you that. No. Ace of Swords, Emperor. Go into your emperorship, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. It's going to create a tower, but, own up to your own decisions type of thing. And I feel like that's this collaboration and masculine trust in the process, because that's what we have here. Okay, masculines, we are totally at 2 hours. I really need to, okay. Okay. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Okay. Because this is a mess. This is a mess, masculines. But it's okay. All in due process. All right. What advice do we have for our masculines here? Okay. What best advice can you give our masculines? I mean, we're already at 2 hours. I'm surprised I'm even doing this. Okay. So your advice is giving yourself freedom to dream. and observe as everything starts flourishing into serenity, masculines. Like, I feel like this is a very heavy warning reading. Like, a very heavy warning reading. Like, yes, you can take this direction. Yes, it will take apart a possibility in this direction that, yes, it would have happened if you would have taken this direction. It would have been everything it pronounced itself, or in a sense brought itself there. But everything does happen for a reason. So I just feel that even though this is happening one way or another, those that work for a 10 of Cups and seek a 10 of Cups will get their 10 of Cups, whether they get it from their past person or not. Okay? But where does that leave you? Because you willingly left something that you knew would have been your 10 of Cups to go down a road of self-submission or submission of other people. That's actually self-submission, probably would have been going down that way. No, that's standing up for yourself. So yeah, probably a sense of self-submission. And I feel like you masculines wouldn't do that because you're so strong about yourselves, but that's your Black Mirror reflection, is the fact that you are allowing yourselves to be controlled. And this is an energy you were trying to stay away from when it came to that direction. And you ended up submitting and chaining yourself to being controlled, and then wanting and going into a self-sabotaging energy, which we do have here, self-sabotaging energy in juggling, because you're not answering the calling of your heart. So you're just going to keep trying to fill a black hole that's there, that had a direction to fulfill, but you willingly chose to put a middle finger to it, or to say, well, I'm not good enough, I'm not ready enough, or I'm not this. You're downing yourself. And this is the things that I talk about. Be careful in how you talk about yourself. Be careful in how you portray and seeing yourselves, especially when it comes to specific directions. Are you being egotistical and being like, or the reverse of ego and being like, well, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that? Or are you being in your ego and saying, well, I don't have this to be able to do this, so you're being this. My feminine is being this, and my feminine is being that. So obviously, I don't want to even try to give an Ace of Swords or an Ace of Cups because I don't even want to freaking deal with that. So there's a difference. There's a fine line and there's a difference. And I wouldn't bring this up if it wasn't for the fact this shows itself, and it's showing itself again, okay? I don't feel I would have been sitting here making a 2-hour long video if this wasn't a serious warning, to be personally honest. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and read 3 of them. I don't think I need this one. Where's the pile? Oh, right here. All right. What advice do we have for our masculines here? Because I felt that's what's needed in the energy field the most. That's how I feel. There's some sort of false perceptions and a huge transition, profound change, moving forward. Wow, you got Blackbird and then you have Finch. That's feminine energy. And Swallow. Wow. That's cool because we have Maiden, Mother, and Crone. Holy cow. To me, this looks like Maiden. This looks like Mother. And this is like she's older. She looks like crone energy. I'm going to do it. Yep, I'm going to go maiden, mother, and crone it. Holy cow. All right, masculines. So we have 23, freedom, brother to hawk. Possessions are many and varied. This is how we define ourselves. Even those unattached to worldly possessions possess knowledge, attaching to ideas, experience, a name. Does a man with a feather possess the imbued spirit of the bird, or does the bird now hold the man captive with the man's desire to obtain knowledge? In truth, they are possessed by the whole. The spiritual and the rainbow contain all of life. The me dissolves into a relationship. To be, to exist, is to be related to. The true self is one of infinity. You ask, why was I born? And your life becomes a search for treasures. But the greatest freedom comes with the search for truth, the true self. To find true fulfillment and beauty, understand your attachments, own them and accept them. Be proud of your accomplishments, then release them. Freedom comes when your belongings no longer own you. That's interesting. Okay. Now we have number 11, dream. Dreams gone wild. You have used different faiths, ideas, icons, and totems as guideposts to a higher level of thought. To gain a different and better perspective, you have looked to wildlife as spiritual guides, teachers, honoring them with art, time spent in nature, and medicine bundles. You have admired birds, the strongest and the smallest, with fetishes, feathers, crystals. All have been dreamt over in ceremony, and all have been powerful in your intent. But this power is lost when your dreams get wild and unfocused. You wear two different faces when you are unfamiliar with your truth. And you wear both of these masks together when you are a great pretender, not understanding the sacred dream reality in which you live. If you were a bird of prey, what would you be? How would you feel? Do you think you would seek to be anything other than that great bird the universe intended you to be? Observe. Number 1, border patrol. A great teaching is in watching your mind process and do nothing at all. Be a stalker of the mind. Watch thoughts passing by with no judgment or moral concepts. The knack of meditation and the rest of the warrior spirit is to simply watch. For example, to observe this painting, feel the free tone of colors, experience the passion behind the ancient symbols, and move into the spiritual from which it was created. Sense the movement of air from the hummingbird's wings and the impeccability of its nature. He is a great warrior beyond compare, as are you. Hummingbirds are extremely territorial, passionately defending their airspace. Medicine bundles are symbols reminding the owner of proper thought and action. As guardians of our airspace, we too must exude the passion, grace, and beauty of that hummingbird. Okay. Swallow, 34. You're good, dude. You're good. You don't change much up whenever you get on. You're good. You don't have to be too worried about that. All right. Number 34. I am Swallow, the direction changer. I am the swiftness of every great move. I am the exploration of new angles. I am the bold agility you need to catch what is yours. I am the adaptability required for new experiences. What you seek eludes you, and I am here to help you find out why. Step outside of yourself and take a longer look. You may have missed a shortcut or have taken one by mistake. I am the hope of new pathways. I am the right place at the right time. I am the most efficient use of skill. You are encountering choice and the magnitude of its potential. No joke in that one. No joke. Sometimes the tendency of a single fling moment where everything can change. I am the determination to cross difficult terrain. Trust your intuition. You are the energy of higher purpose. You are the power to outmaneuver. You are pure instinct and you are swallow. Okay, now we have Blackbird, number 1. I am Blackbird, the enchantress of the soul. I am melodious and hypnotic. I am the transporter of the mind from one state to another. I am bringer of omens. I will entrance you with my song and open the portals of the spiritual. I break through boundaries and remove whatever separates you from eternity. If you have strayed into my woods, something enchanting is afoot. Mystery has tempted you. The magical realms have seduced you. I can align you with the earth and the energy that encircles it. You are hearing the whispers of the ancients and calls of the deep woods. Look beyond everything and see the layers. Listen carefully, be alert, let go, and embrace the experience. You are captivating, you are limitless, you are in thrill, and you are Blackbird. All right, last one, number 12, Finch. All right. I opened right up to it. That was just awesome. Okay, I'm Finch, the diversity of experience. I'm a million facets of reality. I am an internal spectrum of color. I exist in myriad ways and bring the magic of alternatives. I am the high energy of restless anticipation. I am new direction and choice. I am your clue that it's time to switch things around and sample the flavors of life. Spice it up, change the colors, take the road never traveled. If you are stagnant, I will be there with opportunity. If you have seen it all before, I will change the landscape. Without change, everything stops. I am the millions of paths you could take. I am the urge to try something new. I am the joy of a free and adventuresome adventure again. We have adventure again. Adventure. Like, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now 6. And then bubbles. I don't know if y'all can hear that in the background, but yeah, okay. I am the joy and adventuresome way of life. Oh my gosh, that is so wild. Because I even talked about that. So that's maybe 6, 7 accounts. I'm just gonna say 8 because 8's my number. It's like I'm gonna go for 8. That's 8 accounts of adventure. Yes, because there's an okay. I am the flurry of endless activity. You are ready to leave the comfort zone and mingle with new realities. Holy cow, if this could not be clear enough for 2 hours. I am your abundant in curiosity. You are active change. You are blending experience. You are Finch. That is wild. Oh, and it's on page 17, so it's number 8. That's awesome. I love it. All right. There you go, masculines and my crosswatcher feminines, because I know I definitely talked about a lot of things for the crosswatcher feminines. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. I hope everything goes well and you have more clarity about a specific direction that, it's up to you which way you go. I would just say listen to your heart. If you don't want to listen to your heart, you want to be a lone wolf, I mean, go with that. Well, who am I to say anything, You're the one that lives your life, not me. I'm not living your life. So just that's what I see here. Half of you are going to end up in the lone wolf energy, and half of you are going to, or some of you are lone wolf energy. Some of you are going to end up staying tied down and literally keep giving your power away and keep falling into depression, this Nine of Swords energy. And some of you are literally just going to uproot and say, well, I want to see, you're going to get curious and you're going to jump into it. You're going to take a leap of faith in the unscripted instead of constantly trying to stay within your plans or replan when a plan falls out. You're going to go with the unscripted. That's why I feel like I had to find that song. I had to find it. And it, your new experiences. Yeah, for what the energy of this bench. You can rewind it and watch it again. But that part again. So yes, the energy of this bench. So I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Good luck. Best of wishes to y'all, and don't forget to share. You never know who else that see this and be able to help them as well. And I will be finishing out my zodiacs and more than likely going into a feminine reading tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be great. All right. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Bye.